Do you believe in magic? After you see the passes this build is able to pull off, you will. This build is for my point guards that want to play like a true PG. Get your teammate involved with laser accurate passes that you're able to throw from anywhere on the court, no matter how far you are from your target. This build is a triple-double waiting to happen, being able to get assists, rebounds, and of course points just like Luka Donicic in real life. I would really appreciate if you leave a like on this video and hype the video if you end up liking this build. Let's hop into the builder. Started with the vitals, you're gonna make him a point guard, 6'7". Don't make the super jokes in my comments, please. 220 pounds with a 6'8" wingspan. And then we're gonna start with the finishing and close shot. We're gonna make this at 86. Now, usually for my guards, I don't really focus on getting a high close shot, but with this build in particular, I make sure to go for a high close shot for gold float game. I then use a +2 badge per to get that gold float game to legend. This being the Luka build is one of my few builds that won't have a high driving dunk. So in place of that, I want to be able to still finish in the paint, of course, with a high driving layup and a high close shot for the floaters. Floaters this year to me is very underrated, especially the Melo ball floater animations. That's probably the best floater animations in the game to me. It's awkward looking, but it being awkward is what helps those off the defender when they're guarding you. LaMelo's floaters tagged on with the legend float game is a very reliable way to score inside the paint. If you see some of the animations on screen now, the floaters are ridiculous. It's so high up, damn near unblockable. Especially when I tell you getting your close shot high for the floaters is going to be very nice for this build. You also get silver paint prodigy with this build, so that helps too. Now for driving layup, I had this up to 80. This will give us bronze layup mix master, and once we get to the strength, also physical finisher. The high driving layup just gives us another way to score in the paint effectively. I mostly use floaters with this build, but from time to time I do drop to the basket, and when I don't get a dunk, it's nice to have a good layup animation. With the high driving layup, you'll have a high green window for your layups. For driving dunk, I had this at a 73. This will give us silver aerial wizard. Once we get to this vertical later, we'll get bronze post visor. I know Luka as of recently doesn't dunk anymore, but he still able to dunk technically, so I thought that would be a valid excuse to get this build some kind of dunk. I want some kind of dunk on my build, especially being 6'7". And with bronze post visor, you'll get some sneaky post visor dunks, just like young Luka used to get back in the day. Then in dunk, I have it at 32, and for post control, I had this at a 62. And this is where I add my first set of cap breakers, adding 4 to this to get it to 84. And this mix with my mid-range is going to help me get Hall of Fame post-fade phenom. With this build not relying on speed as much as most point guard builds do, the ability to score while the game is slowed down is very important. That's why having a reliable post game is very key to this build. Also, with the higher pass accuracy, passing out of the post is a very good way to keep the teammates open. Defenders on the other team, for some reason, don't seem to think you'll pass the ball once you go to the post. Because I think most people, once it goes to the post, they're looking to score and score only. It's rare mid-poster someone passes the ball out. So I use that to my advantage with this build to get some nice passes off to my open teammates while being in the post. But don't get it confused. With the Hall of Fame post-fade phenom, you're still able to score out the post at will. Just being that dual threat to score and pass at the post makes this build that much more deadly. Now onto the shooting, I have my mid-range at an 88. And I did choose the shooting build specialization with this build, giving me 2 cap breakers for my shooting. And with that, I added 5 cap breakers to my main range. This will give us gold Deadeye, gold shifty shooter, and Hall of Fame set shot specialist. And of course, the Hall of Fame post-fade phenom. Then for my 3-ball, I had this at an 89, which gives us silver limitless range. Having that 93 mid-range is going to help a lot with that post-fade. And of course, it's any type of mid-range shot. And I'm not 100% sure if mid-range also helps when you do floaters from the mid-range. But I feel like me having a high mid-range, doing floaters from like the mid-range kind of area, makes my floaters just that much more easier. And having a high mid-range, of course, gives you all the badges. And later on, I'll show you what +1 and +2s I added to my shooting badges to make this build a deadly shooter. And then the 89 3-ball with the silver limitless range, you're also a threat from deep as well. There's no kind of shot on the offensive end this build cannot take. This build is an elite shooter. And even though this build is a pass-first build, just like Luka in real life, you need the ability to go out there and score at will. And with these offensive stats so far, this build could definitely do that. Then for my free throw, I had this at a 96. This is a 5s build, and that point guard having the ball in my hand most of the time, I want to be able to knock down any kind of free throw I take. If you don't want your free throw as high as this, I completely understand. And now moving on to my favorite part of this build, the playmaking, and most importantly, the pass accuracy. For my pass accuracy, I had this at a 91. Now this alone will give us silver bailout, gold versatile visionary, gold break starter, and gold dimer. By using 5 cap breakers, I add 5 to my pass accuracy to get this up to a 96. And in doing that, all these badges all turn into Hall of Fame. And man, listen, high pass accuracy is such a deadly weapon that people gotta use more often. Just watch the clips on screen now and look how fast the ball gets to my target. The amount of crazy passes you're able to do with the high pass accuracy is unfair. You're really able to go wild and throw any kind of pass you want, risky or not. If there's any kind of pass idea you want to try, do it with this build. Especially having that bailout, you're able to go up with any kind of shot you want and pass out of it if you don't like the kind of shot that you got. I personally need to start using that bailout badge more because it's so OP, especially once you get it higher, which I'll show you guys later with the badge perks. You're really able to throw any kind of pass out of any kind of shot. And then for that versatile visionary, that helps a lot for me with the bounce passes. I like throwing bounce passes with this build, especially when somebody's trying to cut through traffic. It gets me a lot of nutmeg passes with the ball in between the defender's legs, or it would split right through the defenders perfectly and get right to my teammate's hand for an easy layup or dunk. And it also helps with alley-oops, which I love to throw with this build. Break starter is also very key with this build, because once we get to the rebounding later, after the rebound, the ability to just launch the ball is so key and so helpful with this build. I'm able to grab the rebound like Luka in real life and just launch it down court, and that's going to give you so much easy baskets, which with high pass accuracy, that's what you want, to get your teammates as much easy baskets as possible. And of course, can't forget about the dimer. This helps that much more with your open teammates knocking down your shots. And the high dimer tagged on with the Dismaster takeover ability, your teammates will not miss any kind of jump shot. If you love to pass, you're gonna love this 96 pass accuracy. And I've been trying the Jimmy Butler and Cade Cunningham pass styles, and my favorite one so far has been the Cade Cunningham one. But I can't iterate this enough. With 96 pass accuracy, don't be afraid to try any kind of pass, especially the bounce pass. I feel like people don't use the bounce pass as much as they should. The bounce pass is very underrated and it's very useful. For ball handle, I have this at an 86, giving me silver ankle assassin, silver unpluckable, and silver handles for days. All the badges you get for 86 ball handle are very solid. And the speed with ball I have at a 75, giving me silver lightning launch. Like I mentioned earlier, this build doesn't rely on speed, but I do use the +2 badge perk on lightning launch to get it from silver to Hall of Fame. It's one of the best badges to use for +2s and +1s, so you won't move slow at all with this build. And now on to the defense. Now I know Luka is not known for having the best defense in the world, and some YouTubers might just neglect this category altogether, but I'm personally not comfortable doing that. I can't have you guys putting your VC and money into a build with no kind of defense. Me, I can't do it. So even when I'm making builds based off players that's not known for having the best defense, I'm always gonna have some kind of defense. I personally in my heart cannot have you guys out here with a build with a 50 perimeter defense, no steal, no kind of interior defense, just because the player that I'm making this build based off of has no defense. We're not doing that here. So with that being said, I have my interior defense at a 55, and then for perimeter defense, I had this at a 74. But this alone will give us bronze challenger and silver off-ball pest. If possible, I like having all my builds with at least bronze challenger, and this build is one of them. And then for my steal, I had this at a 73. This gives us bronze glove and silver interceptor. Luka does get steals now. He has some seasons where he averages 2 steals, so I needed the ability to get steals, and with silver interceptor, you're gonna get plenty of lane steals. Honestly, bronze isn't too bad, but I wanted silver to be that much better in the lanes. And then for block, I had this at a 40. Now moving on to the rebounding, I had the offensive rebound at a 60, and then defensive rebound at an 80, which is maxed out. This gives us silver box out beast and gold rebound chaser. And I do add +1 badge perks to both of these to get both to gold. And the reason why I add badge perks to my rebounding is because, like I said before, that Hall of Fame break starter, you get a rebound with this build, you're able to launch the ball and get your team so much easy points. And this is one of the key parts of this build as well. And these attributes and badges is what really makes this build a triple-double threat. And once I get to the vertical, it really helps with the rebounding as well. But get that rebound and tell your teammates to haul ass down court and just launch it. Watch how fast the ball gets to them. The break starter combo with the rebound badges is deadly. Now onto the physicals, I have my speed at an 83. This will give us silver slippery off ball. And then for my agility, I had this at a 71. And you guys see now I have bronze on ball menace and bronze pit dodger. So this build isn't a complete liability on defense. For my strength, I had this at a 67. This alone helps us get silver physical finisher and silver strong handles. But I add 2 cat breakers to this, getting my strength to 76. And I did this mainly to get gold strong handles. With this build not being as fast as other PG builds, if a defender does happen to keep up with you, I want to be able to push them out the way so they can't bully you, just push you around. And Luka is known for having underrated strength, but that gold strong handles is going to help us that much more. And this will also give you bronze and movable enforcer to help that much more on defense, and bronze post powerhouse, which I don't really use. I'm not really trying to post powerhouse people when I'm in the post with this build. And then finally for my vertical, I had this at a 77. This is going to give us the bronze posterizer, and we now get gold pogo stick. But this is really to help with those rebounds. Vertical helps with rebounds a lot, especially this year. To me, vertical is very key with rebounding this year. And then after that, you hit start and get the shades of Jamal Murray, Cade Cunningham, and Gilbert Arenas. But now I'll show you guys my animations, custom takeover, and badge perks. Here is another look at my cat breakers. I added 4 to post control, 5 to my mid range, 5 to my pass accuracy, and 2 to my strength. And this right here is my current badge perk lineup. Added a +1 to my bailout, getting that to legend. Adding a +1 to my diamond, getting that to legend. Adding a +2 to my lightning launch, getting that to Hall of Fame. Adding a +2 to my float game, getting this to legend. I'm telling you guys, this legend float game is nasty. Adding a +1 to my rebound tracer and box out beast, getting both to gold. And then for my shooting specialization badge perks, I use my +1 on my set shot to get that to legend, and a +2 on my shooter, getting that to legend. And then for hot start, I have my dead at Hall of Fame, my base starter at legend. This right here is my custom takeover with this build, getting a boost to my 3-point shot, defensive rebound, and speed with ball. Takeover ability, of course, Dishmaster to help with the passes. And this right here is all my animations if you want to pause to copy them. And this is my jump shot that I use for this build if you want to pause to copy this.
Damn. This nigga.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Good steal. I'm not gonna argue with that question.
Hey.
All the way. Did you just float that?
Keep shooting, bro.
Crazy though.
Who won it? Keep on. I see you. Oh.
Oh, I was prepared for number 5.
You good.
Okay.
Told you, bro. Hey, I got it. Got it here.
That's fine.
Shoot it. Good shot.
Good shit.
Finally, damn.
Touchdown.
Got it.
Yeah. Leave him open.
Because my shit's also going slow.
Come on, come back, Tom. Box out. Come on.
Good shot. Good challenge. Going.
Give me that. Thank you.
Good steal. That's one.
Shot. Come on.
Somebody's definitely open.
I'm there, though. Good boy. Murray. Come on, let's go.
So they switched the center matchup. Watch big. Oh, I'm open.
Wait, no, slow down. Whoa. I get it, ball. You left me open? Are you dumb? Give me that!
Good tip.
Now go crazy and get those triple doubles with this past first Luka Donicic build. If you guys like this build, leave a like on this video and comment down below if you end up making this build. Also, if you can, hype the video to help push the video out. It will help getting this build out to other people, and I'll greatly appreciate it. If you want more of the best 2K26 builds, subscribe and hit that bell for post notifications, and I'll catch y'all.